Dude, whoa. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
It's all good. It's my fault.
Is it your bike okay?
I'm fine. We're good. Sorry about that. Sorry.
No, yeah. I mean, the bike is going this way, but it's okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, sorry. All good.
Yeah.
All right,
what kind of bike is that?
It's not a Schwinn, but it's I got it at the store. Actually, it's like 5 blocks that way I went. It was a spot down there. Yeah, it's like $400. Good deal. It's a good deal.
$400?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Sorry.
It's not as nice as you'd think it would be, but.
No, it's good. It's good. All right, man.
I mean, it's kind of weird. I'm looking for a bike.
Oh, you're looking for a bike right now?
I'm looking for a bike. I'm not saying this is the bike that I want.
Sure, right. It's my
but
bike.
like, would you want to like show me where you got this bike? Because
Right,
I like this bike.
I can't. Right. I'm going somewhere right now, but it's just.
Do you hate seeing this? Does this make you feel uncomfortable? You didn't feel this way about the bike crash. You liked seeing the bike crash. It's kind of cool. But this is tough. Nobody wants this. Communication is our greatest tool and our greatest not tool. Communication is at the core of human advancement. It's more like human everything, right? Should we say human everything? Communication is at the core of human everything. In order to advance as individuals and as a society, we have to have solid communication. Unfortunately, that's not the case at the moment, even though we have more ways to do it now than we ever have. Perhaps that adds to the problem, but we'll get to that later. There's 3 different kinds of communication. Let's say you really like a girl. How do you convey this information? No. You go back. You have to tell her. Stop it. So those are the different ways to communicate. I mean, they all failed in this circumstance because in the romantic realm, that's only the first part of all of this. You also have to be desirable, and we can't help you with that. There are good and bad ends of the spectrum. Direct and verbal communication is the best in most cases. And honestly, I don't think any sort of digital communication is worth holding any value over. Which brings me to the next part of this video. Listen, I don't want to make this whole video internet is bad, but it's not great. And I just want to say up front, before was not better. We are currently living in the best time ever to be alive. It's just also simultaneously the worst time ever to be alive. But that's just because we aren't using it right. Let's start with the good. 1977. You're home alone. You fall down your stairs.
Whoa! Fuck! Shit! Oh, shit! No! 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 Help me! Help me! My leg! I think
Your leg is broken. You can't get anywhere. You try and crawl over to the home phone, but it's just too high.
My leg is broken! My fucking leg! The fucking phone! Piece of shit! Fucking corners ass bitch ass phone! Please! 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 My fucking leg! It's killing me! It fucking sucks!
Nobody will know about this until far later when they realize that they haven't heard from you in days. And by the time they get there, unfortunately, you've starved to death. This wouldn't happen today. This is the single positive use case for instant communication. A lot of the time, we know a lot about each other going into interactions, which in theory has the potential to be advantageous, but we almost never use it. Instead, we use it as a reason not to talk to each other. But this isn't the cause, this is the effect. So why don't we take what we know about each other and use it in real life interactions? Exactly. Now it seems like we try to find flaws in each other first, rather than giving each other the benefit of the doubt. This is not a new phenomenon. It's just so much easier to do now than it used to be. Our human instinct is to separate ourselves in groups of likeness. And there are a few factors that have accelerated and normalized this. You used to be able to meet complete blank slate strangers and form a new opinion based off of how they acted. And to be fair, my editor did tell me.
Okay, yeah, but also there were always conversations between mutual friends about the kind of person someone was. In fact, gossip used to be even more of a thing in like 17th century society.
So there's your counter argument. Now, if someone posts a certain kind of thing, you might choose to not engage with an open mind when you come across them in person. But when I meet someone in public who has a certain online identity that I don't like, I let my preconceived notions stop myself from pursuing a genuine, non-biased conversation, or potential friendship for that matter. The thing is, I'm only ever just seeing part of their personalities. You're a slightly different person around your different friends. This is normal. But now, when one of those sides that was never for me is exposed to me and I don't like it, I judge you fully on that. This is bad. This is 100% bad. The absolute worst case scenario is that I have a bad conversation, but I don't even want to risk that. I'm so conditioned to get exactly what I want at any point at any time, so why would I go out into the world and risk having a bad interaction? I know exactly how to get the food or music or movie or person in front of me that I want to at any time. How am I supposed to ask somebody out and face rejection when I can just do it digitally and act like it never happened? It makes sense. We're hyper defensive and protective of ourselves, but also often hide the worst parts of ourselves from ourselves, which is poor internal communication, which is where this all starts.
Hello everyone, Chet here. We here at Enzo would just like to take a brief moment away from this video article to tell you something we have been working on. We can't exactly tell you what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be great. It's going to be something that you don't want to miss. It's going to be very special. You will be so happy. You will know soon. All right, everybody. Glad to have been able to share this exciting update with you. I am Chet. Now back to the video article.
Welcome back. Before the break, we discovered that poor internal communication is where poor external communication starts. We're not going to change the systemic problem that is the monster of darkness that is our current way of communication, but we can all take steps against it in order to build a stronger relationship with one another, and that starts with ourselves.
There's two types of good communication, and each one serves their own purpose.
It's easy to say we aren't being honest with ourselves. There's a quick fix. We just be more honest with ourselves. But as far as actually doing it, there's a wall of distraction that creates a wall of distraction. Showing somebody something they don't like keeps their attention for almost double the amount of time than something they do like. Sure, put your phone or your troubled relationship or whatever awful news is happening down and stare at a wall, or write down your thoughts or whatever, but your brain will have lasting thoughts and fears and worries from all of these things because they're designed to give you lasting thoughts and worries and fears. So here's the solution. Sit down and stare at a wall or a tree or whatever. You'll have roughly 5 minutes of boredom and wandering. Then your brain will stumble into something you don't like, something that makes you scared or sad or angry. Something probably very real, and then you'll spiral. This will last for way too long. It will feel infinite, but it's not. You have the option to ignore and push them down, but this only works for a day or two at a time. Or you can proper deal with the thing in some way or another. This is a wall you have to break down after what has probably been years of consuming and thinking about the worst things possible. It's super easy to just not confront these things and just return to the blah of everything, because it's been suspending you in a place of negative stimulus. It doesn't let you fall into dread, but it's keeping you right above it. So accept the dread, fall into it, deal with it, because on the other side, my friend, is the Goldilocks zone.
Do I have to do this every day? Aren't new problems gonna come up naturally? And is it even my fault that my thoughts get clouded by external factors? This sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. All right.
Now, in theory, we would need everyone to do this every day in order to have clear communication with one another. But considering everybody is disappointing all of the time, always, we can't count on anything like that.
Communication amongst one another is at an all-time fucked up place. And sure, being direct and honest with one another is the way to go, especially in closer relationships. But you can't expect people who you're only kind of friends with, or even worse, groups of people, to be receptive to something like that.
If you're still watching at this point, first of all, what are you doing, man? Secondly, that's because we're doing exactly this. You're listening to an okay written message that's kind of messy, but we're communicating it in a way that's fucking grabbed you in some way. All right, out there.
This isn't to say not to be honest. You don't have to lie, just make the message fun. Take most advertising, for example.
Those motherfuckers are lying to you at all times, and that's why everybody is numb to it. Good advertising starts with an understanding of why you're doing it. Attention or money are not good enough answers. People are too smart now. You need a good core message that cuts through from the initial person who believes it to the person receiving it.
But Alex, how does this apply socially? Why are you talking so much about advertising?
Because it's not just brands advertising to us anymore. It's all of us advertising to each other. We're selling ourselves in a way that's a bit ingenuine, taking our interests and personalities and advertising them constantly, unprovoked. For connection, we want other people to know we're cool. We want them to know what music we listen to, where we like to get our food from, in the event that they also like those same things and we can then connect with them over it. However, we're not equipped with the skills or the will to do the actual connecting. We filter people out based on surface level observations and negate any sort of connection. We lack the physical skills to fulfill our primal desires. And if someone you have probably targeted this behavior towards reaches out, this is almost even worse. An overwhelming fear takes over our body and we are then panicked. This is equally a prison, because now you care too much, and no proper honest communication is going to come out of you here.
And if communication with others is bad, then going home and being alone is no longer a relaxing experience, but instead distressing, because we still desire connection. And then we go back out trying to get connection, and that goes badly, and thus is the cycle. The whole world of networking is dumb bullshit transactional handshaking that primarily means nothing, and you have to be incredible at it to succeed in most things. Do not be confused. If you're a creative person or somebody in almost any other profession, and somebody is being nice to you in a work environment, it's probably because they want something out of you.
You make or do a thing. You make or do a thing that people like. It hasn't always been this way. In fact, it has been a struggle and financial and mental and interpersonal nightmare for about 8 years now, but you love it. And now, somehow, some way, people are beginning to not only care, but connect with and enjoy it. Congratulations. That is getting to be an increasingly hard thing to do, considering everybody everywhere is making something all of the time. With all of the good and genuine people who like you for you, there's also going to be a group of people who come to you for the wrong reasons. This is not because they like your thing, although they might like your thing. It is because they like your success, and they like your success because they feel it could somehow be advantageous to them. Probably, they will feel cool to know you. The new internet sensation or band with the big song or the best surgeon at the hospital is always somebody that is nice to brag about being friends with. That's harmless.
Yeah, I know Jude from Laundry Day.
Maybe you eventually do make a good friend out of it, and your marginal to major success in whatever realm it is was just the entry point to a decent relationship.
But, nobody should be friends with everyone. People are different and weird. It makes no mathematical sense to be friends with everyone.
The people to really look out for are the ones who actually want a thing out of you. Unfortunately, they don't tell you this up front. They're just really nice to you.
Yo, why is everybody a DJ, bro? I got homies that are telling me we're mad alike. Like, we gotta link up. Like, really just, like, get into some shit, bro. You like coffee? Bro, I got a cool-ass TikTok with you. So it's like, well, I'm in it.
These interactions can either be extremely harmful or mutually beneficial.
And in case you want to be like, I'm not playing the game, I'm going to be true to myself and not think about things like this. Good luck, my friend. That shit failed for me for way too goddamn long. Here's the situation. You've caught some momentum on the thing you make, and you're getting support from people who genuinely like the thing. But also, you're getting messages and in-person interactions from people who have some sort of money or power or control or something. They see you as a thing that the demographic that they want responds to, and they are desperately wanting to connect with them as well. It's a business. It makes sense. There's nothing inherently wrong about this. They'll celebrate you to you and to others publicly, and they'll make you feel special, and sometimes they even mean it. Sometimes, as a human being, they do genuinely like the thing you make. But this is completely beside the point. They need whatever it is they need out of you. At all times, you need to realize these are tactics to get you to do what they want on a business level. As long as you're both parties on the same page, everything is fine.
If you know how to play the game and speak the language that's under the surface of these interactions, they can be extremely beneficial to you. Actually, it's the only way to succeed in any creative field, unless you have an agent or somebody to do it for you.
The art of negotiation is finding the maximum intersection of mutual need. What this implies, of course, is that if you're not benefiting the same amount as the other person in a transactional relationship, there is something wrong.
Unfortunately, as we've said, you can't be efficient here, even though it feels like you should be.
Yo, can we just like talk business and not try to make it anything other than that?
Yeah, sure, man. It's all good. Yeah.
People need to feel like they're having a real human interaction. And you just used all of your good communication skills you learned from this video, while also being an authentically good person and knowing that this interaction is rooted in transaction.
It helps to make things more human. You aren't just giving them the tangible thing they want, you're also giving them a part of yourself and your friendship. Because as a person, they know this is gross too, and they also just want a human connection. You're just making a friend, kind of. As long as you two are on the same page, it's great. And whether it works out or doesn't or whatever, you are a pleasure to work with and increased your chances of possibly actually making a real friend out of this. But Alex, this is so much dumb bullshit to think about. Being honest and straightforward is better, then why don't we just do that?
Because at the end of the day, whatever interactions we have, whether it be business or casual or romantic or just social, we use the structure of them to bring in human connection. We like to think as human beings that we're actually here to care about each other. And whether it be a music deal or sex or a favor, we use these things as a vehicle to just have a normal conversation with somebody and quell a bit of loneliness. So it's either that or I am so crazy. I thought so much about this, and this is where I've landed. Doesn't mean I'm right, but there's something here.
You ready, King? What if, like, on some weird abstract, you started here and just panned into me?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, let's just give this the lockdown.
So you're saying no to that idea?
Yeah. That's why you didn't go to college, man. You're creative.
Yeah.
Bro got caught scrolling.
So that's not too different from this. We still need that then. Can you hold this right here for me? Is this in the shot if he's holding it?
Is the sunglasses like inaccessible? Should I have my glasses off? Do you like them? Communication is our greatest tool. And our greatest. Cool, I feel like you're not centered.
Yo, why is everybody a DJ, bro?
Hey man, I don't really like purple myself. I like lavender.
Oh, nah.
Okay.
You know, sorry. My fault. Three, two.
Wait, where do you want me to start?
On this, and then pan down, and then my hands, and then up to me. It's like the end of the negativity short. Ready? One, two. There's two types of good communication, and each one serves their own purpose. Did you notice how weird I turned on it?
A little bit.
It's fine, I'm gonna keep it.
Professional environment, and somebody's being very nice to you. Sorry. Oh, you're good. Or not. You're not that good. Maybe you're not good.
Bro, we're trying to film something. You ready?
It's going to be very special. You will be so happy. And you will know soon. All right, everybody. Glad to have been able to share this exciting update with you. I am Chet.
Great.
Right there.
Cool.